It has been a long 2 years since our last in-person competition, and not only our OC, but the entire city of Saskatoon is excited to welcome you here. Our team has taken every step to ensure this new era of the competition is fast-paced, fun-filled, and integral as ever. We are excited to have the first fully live-streamed competition, allowing family and friends from anywhere to tune into the competition and cheer your teams on.
We know the past few years have been challenging and filled with a lot of uncertainty. Everyone has been required to change, grow, and adapt, and none of it has been easy, but we have all persevered. That's why, this year, we chose the theme of Triumph Through Perseverance for the competition.
So this year's theme allows us to reflect on the difficulties that we've all faced in the last couple years and celebrate those who've overcome these difficulties through our pillars of resilience, determination, and opportunity. As an organizing committee, we have worked to make this competition even more inclusive, helping students overcome barriers and allowing them to compete. And this year, we've also introduced a diversity and inclusion advisory committee to guide us in giving a more welcoming competition for everyone.
With that, we'd first like to start with a land acknowledgement. The JDC West 2023 competition is situated on Treaty 6 territory, traditional lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dene, Stoney, Nakota, Dakota, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes that were and continued to be done towards Indigenous peoples and communities. As business professionals, we dedicate ourselves to learning and celebrating Indigenous history, culture, and achievements so that we can have a reaffirmed relationship with the Indigenous community through decolonization, reconciliation, and collaboration.
So this year, JDC West has taken on additional efforts towards being active participants and contributors in reconciliation. As future business professionals and competing in this competition, we all understand the role and our duties as students in our careers to advancing truth and reconciliation. This work is being symbolized with the ribbon skirt, as you can see here. So this ribbon skirt was made by former JDC West delegate Aubrey Ann La Liberty Pawapaskonius from Canoe Lake Cree First Nation on Treaty 10 territory and Little Pine First Nation on Treaty 6 territory. The colors, positioning, and details carry meaning of work that JDC West commits to today and moving forward in what is currently called Canada. You can read more about these symbolisms and this skirt outside. I'm sure some of you have seen it outside by the mirror, and then we will have it at the school this weekend as well. So you can read more about those symbolisms and what they mean in the frame description, just which will be the skirt this weekend. I think we're good. Okay, so please take the time to look at this skirt and the write-up on it. It really is beautiful. Aubrey made it up for us, so take the time to look at it, please. And with that, we would also like to take this time to invite Knowledge Keeper Joseph Natawau to the stage.
Danse. That's our way of saying hello, or just wondering how you're doing. Looks like you're doing good. You sound really good anyway too. Tamskat no, ego. Me asno ka I muta komta umuta askiuta ka vahta mahko muta. It's really good what I heard with the land acknowledgement, including the Stoney and the Blackfoot, the people that were here before, and the Dene from up north. So we also include people that have been here, but they've been pushed out from, like my community, basically pushed the Blackfoot to the west. My culture, Nihiawak, and so we didn't get along too well. And you sitting on the floor there is actually the right thing, the right way to be with the land. We were just recently told in a ceremony by my friend William, William Ratfoot and Betty. They often come here to Saskatoon, and they bring news from the other side, you could say. There's knowledge, spiritual teachings. And they said, it's time for us to go back and sitting on the land, sitting on the earth. Like the earth is having a difficult time. Because of who? Because of us, partly. So we have to get to know our mother again, right? We have to get to know. I'm an old basketball player, so I'm familiar with cheerleading and memorizing all that work, but I'm not a cheerleader. They used to cheer me on because I was a basketball player, as a rock star. And they used to learn this word. I want to teach you this word, a very simple word. Imagine a young man just removed from their community for 13 years, and they had to learn how to speak English for 13 years. And then one day, he's on a basketball team, and he hears a word in his language that he had actually forgotten in the last 10 years before that, which happened to me. I forgot that language for several years, and all of a sudden, there's one word we used. When we in a circle, getting ready to play, we put our hands together. Equa! That's what we would say, which means let's go. So everybody put your hand out and just make a big circle. Equa! And then we go. And we'd often lose. No. But just a quick story, because reconciliation is one of the big coined words in these days, and we're trying to get along once again. We didn't get along for a long time in this country. I think in all over the world, there's people don't get along for whatever reason, right? And I speak as a bridger in many places just to tell people, that it's really simple. We just need to learn how to love one another, right? It's really quite simple. That's what the old people tell me. And they say we need to understand one another. We need to understand what and how we do things, how we pray, So I'm going to sing you a song just to welcome you all here. You're from all over Canada, and I've traveled all over Canada talking to all kinds of people as a storyteller in my life. Right now I'm working with the College of Law, and as a cultural advisor, and I was just talking to students from all over the world, basically, but they're from all over Canada coming to study law. So I want to do a welcome song to welcome you all here to Treaty 6 territory, and we don't say Métis. My mom, or Maria Campbell, who's my mentor, we call ourselves Apito. Can you say Apito? Kusan means like half son. It's like a half of you comes from another family member, a father, from European descent usually, or French or German, Ukrainian could be. But Métis has been the term that's been understood to represent people of mixed blood. Nia, I'm a Apitogusan. I'm a half-breed on my mother's side. On my other side, I'm a Nihio. Another term for that is Cree, Nihio, Cree. And this is a song that is all in Cree. And this was inspired as I was walking to a storytelling site. I'll be walking and these words would come. Miwasin, asaimina, epetakotet, newakumagan. Ota oma ketaskino. So everybody say miwasin. And that means it is beautiful. We have a name of a valley here that goes, a road here, the Mewasan Valley Trail, they call it. So they call it the beautiful trail, Mewasan. Asemina, say Asemina. Again. Once more. That's exactly what it means. It means again. It is beautiful again. Epitakotit. That someone has arrived. Newakomagan. And they're related to me. Uta means here. Oma. This. Ketaskino. That means our land. So I'll just sing it one more time. Miwasen, asemina, asemina, epetakotit newakomagan. Ota oma ketaskino. So when I was young, I was more into physical education. And I was relearning my language and relearning about, my culture. But at the same time, the university was supporting me. It was, trying to give me teachings. And I watched this reel-to-reel, a little movie. And being in phys ed, I was inspired because it was a little bit about running. And this man was really depressed. And I was wondering, why are we watching this? A depressing show, a little show about this man. He was so depressed that he went out and one day on Saturday, and he says, I'm just going to kill myself. I'm just going to run until I die. So he got up at 4 a.m. when there's no one around. And he started running. And he collapsed. Did he die? Not too many people die from running and collapsing, right? So he got up and said, I'll try again next Saturday. So he came back next Saturday. He started running again. And he went a little further and collapsed again. And he got up again. Jeez, can't seem to do things right here. He ran for the next 3-4 months. Pretty soon he forgot why he was running, why in the first place. He started feeling good about himself. He was getting pretty fit. Next thing he was in a 5-kilometer run. But that was a movie I saw back in 1976. And I'll never forget that. And I just thought about it today because I see all the young people here, and a lot of you are very fit. Are you guys very fit? You look very physical. You look like you're really athletic, jumping around. And I was coming in here. Wow, I didn't know who I was going to be speaking to. I really appreciate Aubrey for inviting me. And your good luck with your competitions. And I'll just say prayer. Our prayers are often to the sky, to the earth, and then to the 4 directions, which are basically 4 elements: earth, air, wind, and fire. And then the sky and the earth, and then there's others, but I'll just stick with those ones. And have a great evening and have a great weekend. Au mamuhtaa mauksimantu. Aksiwaatsin. Onanaskmunot stimoga pitsna muuta Aubrey. Truth and reconciliation na muuta manapsis. Ego mino muuta hiskwe wasage. Skirto muuta kaapahtaman. Kois, ego yuita maatse kois ta kunstuhtakwa. Oma kiano ka nihio jaku muuta nihio ihta on minkä kautuhtimga kiano kikskiita muuno. Ego som tippää keisa pikskwatta kouskajak. The magnoigo, siwatsun, kindness. The magitun, empathy. Sagi hui, love. You go, no, Mats, when these are the things that are important in life. You go, come out to Nathan, man, because so Miko goes sky. Kianka Mutsikita, I say to him, I say to him, Bitog is Mutsikita. Kamiaya, Kyoto Tamskat now, Sky, and ask one into me. Hi, Titan. Thank you very much for inviting me. Have a great evening.
Second, Joseph. Joseph,
Oh, thank you.
thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. We would now like to take the time to thank a few of our amazing sponsors. Without them, this competition truly would not be possible. We're going to start with our host partner, the Edwards School of Business. Born and raised in Melfort, Saskatchewan, Dr. Keith Willoughby is the Dean of the Edwards School of Business, and a professor in the Department of Finance and Management Science. He teaches courses in quantitative methods, and his research interests include public transportation systems, healthcare, process improvement, and sports analytics. Keith's heroic accomplishments are vast and varied. As a young child in elementary school, he struck out playing t-ball. Building on his extraordinary ability to recall useless bits of information, he tried out for Jeopardy! In 2002 at Sony Picture Studios in Culver City, California, but completely bombed the contestant tryout test. Keith has also developed a computer model to optimize fuel purchasing for vehicle trips. He once applied the model on his family's trip through the prairie provinces, only to have the car run out of gas near Oyen, Alberta. If you are one of the 4 people in Canada who visit the Canadian Football League website, you may have seen references to his computer model that is used to predict the outcome of football games. Keith believes that the Excel spreadsheet is humankind's greatest invention. He also believes that many of our world's bottleneck problems could be solved through serpentine waiting lines. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Keith Willoughby to the stage.
So can you hear me okay? I am completely going to go off script. Thank you. So are you happy to be here? I said, are you happy to be here? Thank you. I'm an analytics guy, so let me give you some numbers. 1,090. It's been 1,090 days since I last attended JDC West, Hill Levine, January 2020. And I am glad to be back. Now I need to hear from everybody here who's from the province of Manitoba. Where are you? So my Manitoba brothers and sisters, I bleed green and white. Every morning I pledge allegiance to the flag that is the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the republic to which it stands. But I will give it up to Manitoba. Except for a blocked field goal, you were a three-peat in the Grey Cup. That's pretty awesome. For a franchise that's won only 4 in our life, you guys almost do a three-peat is amazing. Seriously, Manitoba, thank you for holding us together. Honestly, for the past 2 years, none of us could have planned for a pandemic, but you carried us through. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you, Manitoba. Do I have anybody here from the province of British Columbia? Excellent. Now, I love the Western provinces. I have a BCom from the University of Saskatchewan Edwards School of Business. But after my BCom, I graduated from Sauder. My Sauder people. So hats off. I love the Sauder School of Business. Got my MSc there. Now, anybody here from the province of Alberta? Now, to show you how connected I am to Western Canada, after the Masters at University of British Columbia, PhD, Haskayne School of Business. I have taught university for more than a quarter century, but I began it all in Scurfield Hall. The very first spreadsheet serpentine class I ever taught, and my peeps in Saskatchewan know the stories, began at Calgary. So thank you. Now finally, I need to hear from anybody. If you're from the area code of the 306, 474, or 639, excellent. Thank you for welcoming us here. Thank you for what you're doing. All of you, and regardless of the academic teams that you're on, the athletic teams, challenge, debate, if you're part of the committee for your school, thank you for helping us to realize a dream. Because this sucked the past 2 years of not being able to have this experience we're having now. I wish you all the best for this weekend. I'll leave you with one phrase. Dr. Jackie Ottman, who's now the president of First Nations University of Canada, years ago worked at the University of Saskatchewan, she taught senior leaders the phrase, Naganata Manachitunek. Let us lead with respect. So whatever you do this weekend and beyond, when you're competing, do it respectfully. When you're participating, do it respectfully. Through whatever you're doing in your future degrees and your careers, Naganata Manachitunek. Let us lead with respect. Thank you and welcome to the Edwards School of Business.
Thank you, Keith. That was great. Our next sponsor is the University of Saskatchewan. Professor Arini began her term as the Provost and Vice President Academic at the University of Saskatchewan on February 1st, 2021. Dr. Arini works with academic leadership within our complex and globally engaged research institution to support our commitment to being the university the world needs. A highly accomplished education researcher, educator, and administrator, Dr. Arini's research explores how education can help build a more equitable society for all. Her award-winning research and development initiatives in Canada and internationally have directly shaped universities and 21st century education systems to close achievement gaps at school and post-secondary levels. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Arini to the stage.
Thank you all so much. Let's take the anthem for this time together with JDC West. Triumph, persevere, triumph, persevere, triumph, persevere, triumph, persevere. That's what you're going to do this time all together, and I agree. Man, I didn't want to follow after Dean Willoughby. He was just awesome. So Keith, thank you so much for all the energy that you've brought here. Thank you, Carmen, Megan, the whole team for everything that's coming together. And I want to say thank you to you. I feel inspired. I find you inspiring as well. And I just want to wish you all the very best for JDC West here in Saskatoon, here with the University of Saskatchewan. So my name is Arini, and yes, I have this role as provost, and it's all about students. It's all about making the difference, making success. But you know, my journey to come here as a pandemic provost has been made possible because somewhere in my journey there was a little MBA. There was an MBA that made that difference for understanding what's going on in the world, what's the possibilities for the world. And that's what I want to commend you for doing, for coming here. I know you're going to be getting up at 3 a.m. this morning. You're going to look great at that time. Come as you are, and make the most of this time as teams from all 4 areas of the West. We want to say thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you for taking up what could be a challenge, but you're making into opportunity. That's what we do at the University of Saskatchewan. That's what we do at all of our universities. We convert curiosity, courage into opportunity. What a smart move. Smart move in business to be able to do that. Such successes for graduates from business themselves. So I just want to say, for those who are going into case studies, I had a go in my MBA at the case study world. It was really important to do that. And it was about airline industry. That was the big one that I remember that we did. So we all got together in the groups because it takes a team. It takes a team to understand what to do next. And our team, we didn't win. We didn't win the case competition, but we did win our pledge to one another. And that was that every single one in our study group was going to walk across the graduation stage. And every single one did, whether they were coming first time to university, first time to business studies like I was doing, we all got across the stage. So that's what I want to hope for all of you, that as you go forward here at JDC West, that you're going to be all that you've been called to be, all that you've been charged to be, that you're bringing your energy to, because you are the ones we've been waiting for. You are the ones that are the emblematic pieces of JDC West 2023. Welcome to Saskatchewan. Welcome to the University of Saskatchewan on behalf of all of the senior leadership team. Bring your very best to this competition. And as Knowledge Keeper Joseph said, "E quoi? Let's go. Let's go." Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Arini. We will now hear from CPA, a longtime partner of JDC West.
Saskatchewan. CPA Saskatchewan is proud to be a presenting sponsor of JDC West 2023. This competition provides you with an amazing experience in your educational journey, and we're very excited to be involved. You are here because you've already excelled academically, but preparing for this competition has no doubt sharpened your technical expertise, taken your presentation skills to the next level, and expanded your critical thinking ability. This weekend, you are being given the opportunity to make incredible memories and connections that will last a lifetime, while applying the skills and knowledge that you have obtained throughout your education. This will certainly give you an edge as both future leaders and team players. Persevering through a pandemic and online learning for the majority of your post-secondary education to make it to one of the most prestigious business competitions in Western Canada is nothing short of inspiring. You should be incredibly proud of making it this far. You have indeed succeeded. You are our future business leaders. Good luck to each of you in this competition and in your future careers. Welcome to JDC West, and enjoy the weekend.
And now we would like to welcome to the stage Gul Tariq.
How's everyone doing tonight? You know, I drove in last night from Regina around midnight and immediately went to bed right away. And it was a couple of hours when I was into my sleep. I heard a bunch of loud noises, so much sound. Seemed like there was a protest going on out there. I rushed to the window and I see a bunch of teenagers yelling on the top of their lungs at 3 a.m. in the morning to welcome their peers that had just arrived to town. That's kind of the energy we need at JDC West. You brought me back to 7 years. 7 years ago when I was in your shoes at the Sheraton in Saskatoon competing at JDC West. Those beautiful memories just started to come back to me. And that was amazing. One of the best opportunities ever. But I was a little disappointed, guys. Not because you woke me up in the middle of the night, not because you were super loud, but you weren't loud enough. You didn't wake up my wife. She was still sleeping. So next time, be a bit louder. So as stated, guys, my name is Gulrace Tariq. I'm from CPA Saskatchewan, here to represent from CPA Saskatchewan, CPA BC, CPA Alberta, and CPA Manitoba, and also a proud former competitor of JDC West. As I stated before, this is a lifetime opportunity. You're going to create amazing connections, amazing friendships that will last forever. You'll meet a lot of different people. You'll gain a lot of different skills, a lot of different knowledge. And guess what? That might lead to future jobs, future paths, future ambitions, future goals. We at CPA Saskatchewan are proud to be a hosting partner of JDC West because this is a competition that nourishes future generations, that enables future politicians, future leaders, future business professionals that will be tomorrow one of you guys from here. Looking around you, just look around in the room. You'll see lots of passion, lots of potential, and of course, perfection. A lot of energy. And this is something that comes with the experience and skills from JDC West. An amazing competition to be proud of. At CPA Saskatchewan, we're proud to see what you have learned in the past lives, and, well, not the past life, the current lives, not having more than one life, the current lives, the past experiences at the university, and of course, what you learned in the past 4 months. It goes without saying you spent lots of hours training, studying, volunteering, giving back to the community, and it's not easy on top of a hectic schedule, which may for some of you mean a full-time job. And you did that. You showed that you could survive and come back. And what is our theme today? And you've proven that, and that goes to show a long ways. So guys, without further ado, I just wish you a lot of luck, and I think you'll do great at the competition. You're at the final home stretch, and I just think it'll be an amazing competition, and I'll likely see you at the gala again when you're looking for cough syrup instead of booze, but that'll be a great memory to have. So thank you so much. Wish you the greatest luck, and before I head out, JDC is hot to go. HOTTOGO. Are you hot to go? Are you hot to go? Woo! To go. HOTTOGO. Are you hot to go? Are you hot to go? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Gulrace and Shelley. We would now like to introduce our next presenting partner. Please welcome to the stage Chief Operating Officer Brian Riley of Cameco.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm not sure I knew what I signed up for. Cameco signed up for when we agreed to sponsor. I should tell you that I am an MBA graduate of the School of Business here, and a sessional lecturer for a period of time. And I remember students back in the day, they were preparing for this event, particularly when there was some travel involved and they had to miss some classes. And they'd always, sing a song about, preparation, planning, studying. Little did I know it was one big party. So I learned something new today. Look, thanks for the opportunity to be here. I would be remiss without recognizing Ty Gitzel. Many of you may know Ty, sitting over. I've got lights. Ty, one of the integral organizers of the event, and he tells me five of these events. I've known Ty since he's been this big, and I played hockey with his dad back in the day. And when Ty, I'm going to say Ty, about 4 years of age, used to come to the rink with his grandpa to watch his dad play hockey. And while the game was going on, he was busy up in the stands and on the floor collecting pucks. And you can imagine a dirty old stinky arena, and Ty's out there collecting pucks. And he had this natural knack and technique. He'd lick the puck, and then he would stick it on the glass. And right then and there, I knew this guy was going to make it one day. And Ty, so. True story. Look, tough act to follow here. And Joseph, welcome to country, brilliant. And Irene and Dr. Key, like brilliant professors here. I come from the corporate world, so let me start with a few remarks, and I'll be brief. So we're delighted to be part of this as a presenting partner, And at Cameco, we firmly believe in the JDC West mission to foster personal growth, professional development to students by providing the foremost Canadian undergraduate business competition. This is a big thing. I didn't realize just how big it is. It's no secret this is unique. It's a special event, and my students over the years, they pulled the wool over my eyes, but 650 delegates, 12 premier post-secondary institutions every year, and providing a forum for them to showcase skills in several areas. JDC is energizing students to what our world needs in the future. So some of you may be familiar with Cameco, others perhaps not. At Cameco, we have a vision of providing something the world needs in the future, and that is clean energy. We're one of the largest providers of uranium fuel and utilities around the globe. We rely on nuclear fuel products to generate safe, reliable, emission-free nuclear power. So our vision is to energize a clean air world is geared towards meeting the ever-increasing demand for clean baseload energy while delivering energy solutions to support net zero goals. So today we are proud to have graduates of the Edwards School of Business, and we have many, and as I look out in the audience, I see many more. We've long believed in education and the development of youth and students. We know how important the next generation of creative thinkers, problem solvers, and innovators are. Thanks to all of you gathered here in this room today. You are going to play a key role in helping to solve some of the biggest challenges that humanity has ever faced: food security, climate change, poverty, and global pandemics. And whether they are social, political, economic, or environmental in nature, these challenges should be seen as exciting opportunities and something to embrace. Is solving them going to be easy? Nope. But nothing good ever is. That's why I believe this event and the theme, and I think the theme is wonderful, triumph through perseverance. It's such a relevant one. As it says on your website, triumph through perseverance seeks to remind competitors that success can be found no matter what the circumstances, that in a world today, persistence is key, and being creative can create opportunities that may never have been imagined before. And we all witnessed this and how important perseverance was over the past couple of years through the COVID-19 pandemic. And at Cameco, as did everyone in the business world, we had to learn new ways of working, collaborating, innovating in order to accomplish our goals across the organization. So while it was a challenging time for everyone, now that we've come out the other side of it, there are a lot of lessons we have learned, and that have made us stronger and a better company, one that's better equipped to deal with what the future brings. So over the course of the next couple of days, all of you gathered here at JDC West, you'll get a chance to do the same, to use this opportunity to persevere, to use your resilience, your determination in the spirit of this exciting competition. So in closing, I would encourage all of you to embrace the experience, build connections. The note says have fun. I'm not sure why that's required me. And enjoy JDC West, all it has to offer. Thanks again.
One more round of applause for all of our sponsors and special guests for joining us. We also want to give a big thank you to our organizing committee for planning this event, along with the entire weekend. They're at the back of the room. Okay. So now, something we know you've been waiting to see, intro videos. Okay. First, let's meet the team behind JDC West 2023 as we go back to in person.
Watching that video, there we go. Thank you. After watching that video, you can. What the heck? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay, after watching that video, I'm sure you can all see why we went to business school and not acting school. So now it's time to meet our teams. So we'll start with the introduction to the team's captains and challengers on stage here. You'll do their cheers, and then we'll play your video. So first up, we have University of Calgary. Woo!
selected as the JDC West Team Cascade captains. Here are your recruits. Captains? All these recruits would likely have what it takes. Let's see how they perform in training.
Oh, Haskane. Wow, Haskane, that was pretty cool, I will say. So if you haven't noticed yet, me and Carmen are modeling the swag that you could get tonight at Swag. So we've asked all the captains to bring us something. So you're going to see what you can get tonight. And we also have some vintage swag that you might be able to get traded from some OC members if they're willing to give it up. But retro swag. But now we're going to move on to Simon Fraser University, BD School of Business!
So that was absolutely amazing. Kudos, SFU. So next up, we have the University of Alberta. University of British Columbia, Okanagan.
Thank you, UBCO, and we really appreciate the shout out to BCIT. Thank you for that. So I've got some pretty cool glasses on right now. I honestly never knew I wanted a pair of pit vipers so bad until I walked onto the school bus yesterday that UNBC was on, and I was like, oh, I really hope I'm going to get a pair of those at Swag Swap, but I already have them, so please be looking out. But here we go. University of Northern British Columbia!
Thank you, UNBC, in Italian. Next up, we have the University of Winnipeg, featuring these purple puffer vests. Woo!
Thank you, Winnie. That was oh so fine. For our second last school, I just want to let everyone know that these quarter zips have pockets. And now for our school that only got to travel about 5 minutes away, the University of Saskatchewan Edwards School of Business.
Thank you, Sasky. You really kicked that one out of the park. Next up, we have Sauder School of Business. Megan and I love our scarves. We were just a little surprised they came from Sauder and not Haskane, but we love them. See you, British Columbia. Thank you, UBC. Okay, so those intro videos were absolutely amazing, and we love to see all the creativity that you guys put into them. Now, if we could have the captains from Prairie and Coast Games winners bring back the trophies. So first up, we have our Coast Game winners, Beatty School of Business and the Sauder School of Business. we will have our Prairie Cup winner, the Hill School of Business. Yes!
And finally, we would like to invite the JDC West 2022 School of the Year, the University of British Columbia, on stage to return the trophy. Okay, thank you, everyone. So yeah, we'll have these at Gala for someone else to take home this year, or maybe the same school. We'll see. So now, to officially open the competition, we're going to cut the ribbon. I am so excited for this. Tyler, scissors, please.
We had a bit of a problem. The scissors looked a lot bigger in the picture.
Whoa, whoa, Tyler, those aren't scissors. These are scissors.
I don't know if this is on.
Whoops.
I don't think it's on.
Thank you. So that's all for now, folks, but this is just the beginning. Best of luck to everyone, and we hope you enjoy the amazing weekend.
And we were gonna we're a little, like 10 minutes behind. We were gonna send out a quick reminder to challengers to not forget to check the clue box. So if you wanna maybe see some challengers running around right now, you can go outside. But we also wanna make sure we get everyone out of here as soon as possible so we can get this flipped for supper. So if you're Haskayne, please come help us pick up your cash. Otherwise, everyone out!